All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 11 of our Tassi Farms Dairy Empire series. We are still just giving away, I can't believe it's episode 11 already. That's crazy. But if we're just doing a quick little recap from last episode, we got our grass fields cultivated, planted, and one of them rolled out. We have to go roll. Let's just hop over to this tractor real quick. We've got to roll this field out. Maybe I'll open these up. Well, yeah, we got to roll this field out. And then what we're also going to do today is we're going to probably spend some money, to be honest. We've got to buy a big truck, a trailer that can haul a bunch of pallets. We got to buy a forklift, which I was kind of looking at the forklifts, and I think the one that we're going to get, because it's cheaper. Excuse me, just one sec. Nah, just had to clear my throat. I didn't want to freaking in your guys' ear. But I think the forklift that we're going to end up getting is actually electric. The one I was looking at, just because it's smaller. I don't know. I just didn't want to spend the extra like 30 or 40 grand on a big one just for it being diesel. And we can get a little electric charge station. But yeah, I want to get a forklift, truck and trailer for the pallets that we're going to have, because we're going to end up with a bunch of pallets. We gotta roll that field, which we're gonna do basically right off the rip here. And then I want to clean some of the farm up. Like, I want to get rid of some of this garbage that's hanging around. And I think what I'm gonna do is go through with the gravel, and I'm gonna level out some of the ground and maybe start putting in some asphalt or just something to drive around a little bit easier for that forklift, because it is gonna be like cruising around here, moving pallets, and I think it's actually going to be super handy. Super handy. So let's hop over to this guy. Let's get rolling. Let's roll some stuff out here. Okay, I'm going to set my GPS because I can't drive straight. Let's get this going. Gotta be careful with these rollers because they get a little squirrely. They Tokyo drift around everything. So we'll do just like a quick little recap here while I start rolling this field. Like I said, we got the fields planted. We've got grass in here. We had to replant the fields because they'll only go through, I think, 3 growth cycles if I counted right. I'm pretty sure we baled this. Well, we baled it twice for sure. I think it was 3 times. I think it was 3. Anyways, I think it'll only go through those cycles, so you got to kind of replant and get her all flushed out, which is fine. We are up to 100 head of cattle, which we're gonna stick with for the rest of this year, as it's just gonna be a little bit easier to manage. Plus, I gotta kind of really see how much milk and everything we're gonna produce, and it's just kind of a lot going on there. Got our production facility down. It's good to go. I think what I'm probably going to do too is remove that one. There's like a silo system there. It's a fermenting station that'll create silage. Like if we were to put grass and hay in, that just came with the farm. We never ended up putting it down. So I think I'm going to just get rid of that. But if I sell it, yeah, I don't know. I think I might just sell it and get rid of it because I'm not going to create silage in that thing ever. It's kind of just in the way. I think I get like 15 grand or something for it if I sell it, which isn't, I mean, it's still 15 grand, which is sweet. We can go buy some fertilizer or something like that, or maybe what we could buy is the spreader bar. It's not really a spreader bar, but it's like a spreading system that we can hook to that one tank, our slurry tank unit, so that we can spread slurry on these fields. And I think I found a mod, or it's our production facility rather, for the slurry that we're gonna have. I think I found one. It also will produce, like, if I put down that mod, it's gonna do something with the slurry because we're gonna have so much excess of it. Like, we're not really gonna be needing as much as it's gonna produce, even to fertilize these fields. Oh. Was that crazy, or was that line green? I thought it was just gonna hang on to that. Maybe I'm losing it. Anyways, yeah, the slurry, we're gonna have too much slurry, like more than we know what to do with, so I'm thinking some sort of a production facility would be good. Also, the production facility will create electricity, which I figured we could use. Why not, just to charge that little forklift? I mean, the forklift's not really gonna be burning that much electricity. I don't think. But also, like, I was just kind of like thinking about it, like it'll be super handy because it has a hitch on it too. It can pull some stuff around. Like, I mean, we're not going to be windrowing the fields with it, obviously, but if we had to move some stuff around the yard, I think you can use that forklift a little bit. But just for loading trucks, like just for loading the truck is gonna be, it's gonna be awesome. It'll be so much better than using the forks off of the tractor. Way better. It'll be worth the 50 grand or whatever the forklifts are brand new. I've been looking at the store. We haven't really checked the store in a few days, or I don't know if we did it together. I looked. There's nothing good in there. I just want to make sure this GPS stays the course around this bend. It says it's going to. That's not where we want to look. Sales. Silage compactor, this trailer, not really what we're gonna need. We don't need a planter. We definitely don't need that. I mean, in a different gameplay series, that would be a pretty decent thing. But we already have a bale trailer that works fine. I don't think we need that bale trailer to pull anything off these fields. The biggest thing that I would like to get is another forage wagon. If we have enough money, after we spend everything on like the truck and all that stuff, I definitely want to get a new forage wagon, but they are very expensive. I guess I could always finance one. I don't really want to do that. Oh, this thing's gonna drift. Yeah. We'll have to catch a few spots that I missed, but no big deal. But a new forage wagon would be pretty clutch, just because maybe that's what we should do. If we sell the production facility, or that just that one fermenting station. What route am I on here? I don't even know anymore. Okay, maybe if we sell that one fermenting silo that we're not going to use, like I said, it just came with this farm, and I sell the old forage wagon. I think the old forage wagon we checked will get 18 grand for. I think that usually you get half what those what those production facilities are worth, and I'm pretty sure that thing is 30 grand brand new at production facility, the fermenting station. So you probably get like 15 grand for it. So that's like 30-ish, 35 if we're on a good day, 33. And then we could, I think a new trailer is like 100. So we'd have to fork out about another 70k. It'd be nice if I didn't lose that 70k messing around with that other production facility, but live and you learn. I kind of missed a few spots there, but I'll go through and I'll catch all these weird little spots. But that's what we're doing right now. So what I think we'll do, we haven't really done a good little time lapse in a while, it feels like. I think I'm just going to go through, I'll finish rolling out this field, and then we're basically going to go spend some money. We'll go get set up with a truck and a trailer, get a forklift. I'll think more about that biogas production facility. I mean, I've been just trying, like, I'd rather get a forage wagon than do something with the slurry right now. So that would kind of be my priority over it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I can't really decide on anything, so I'll just kind of play it as it goes, and we'll see how everything plays out. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of a time lapse. I'll get the rest of this field rolled out, and then we'll go spend some money. Okay, team, we're back here. I'm just gonna hook onto, where is it? It's in there somewhere. I'm gonna hook onto this forge wagon. We're gonna head down to the store. I don't know if this is all gonna work out, but I'm gonna take this down there just in case we can sell it. And it's all just really gonna come down to how much cash we got left over after, after we do get the truck, get the trailer, the forklift, and all that stuff. So I want to take this down there just in case we can sell it. But what I want to do quick before we head down to the store, let's just pull this around, and we're gonna sell this this unit. What do we get for? We get 13 grand for it. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna sell this unit. We'll sell this piece of garbage. We had a little bit of a garage sale. Let's clean up some other garbage while we're in this mode. Like this garbage, we should definitely get cleaned up. Clean up this garbage. Right. I don't know, we'll leave this stuff here for now. This pile of garbage we could probably get cleaned out of here. Right? We gotta be working on some cleanup around this place. I still, I don't know, we'll leave that outhouse for another day. I don't know if I want to deal with that outhouse. But we'll clean up. Oh, what do I got going on here? Clean up this pile of garbage. All right. We'll save this for now. You know, there might be some good pieces of scrap lumber in there. We might need some of that. You never know, right? But this piece of garbage is kind of stinking up by the house. So I think we should get rid of that. Okay. So we got 326,000. So it really all depends what we can get for truck, a trailer. I think the trailer costs 30 or like 29.5, basically 30 grand. But we'll go down, we'll wheel and deal, and we'll see what we can do here. I'll take this trailer down. Hopefully we can sell this off and get a decent price for it. Would be nice. Because this trailer is just a little bit too small. It'd be too small. It'd be nice to get one that could hold at least like 30 cubes or 30,000 liters. So we could fill that cow barn in like one shot. You know what I'm saying? That'd be ideal. Couple cattle just snoozing in the field out there. Eventually I would like to get this land beside us and log it, but that would be a massive undertaking. Not super fast at logging, so... But man, there'd be some cash sitting in there. There would be some serious cash sitting in there. We could always get this plot of land too and log it. This one to our left, number 31, if we wanted. But I don't really want to do that. I just want to stick with the production facility, getting the milk and stuff going. I mean, we'll probably end up renting that wood chipper again next winter to clear out some more trees around the farm, like kind of up where the production facility is, because I still want to clean more of the trees out in there just to make room. I'd also like to, the next time we've got a bunch of cash just hanging around, if we got some spare change, if we're doing contracts or something, I'd like to put in some different sheds just to organize the equipment and stuff a little bit better. But that's really just kind of for fun, to be honest, just to make the farm look a little sweeter. Like, you see this field beside us? That field needs to be cultivated. Let's check the contracts real quick here. Weeding, still just these hoeing contracts. That field needs to be cultivated if I've ever seen one. So, although that field is annoying to do because of the power lines that go through it, but alright, let's go in here and let's just park, spin this around, and we'll just kind of park out of the way. Drop that down right there. Okay. So, we need to get a truck. Now, I had downloaded some mods and stuff like that, but I think I'll just stick with base game stuff. Just, I don't know. We use mods for a bunch of other stuff. Like, I did download this one, and it's only 45,000, and you can kind of, make it out. But I think we'll just stick with this. The Transtar 2 Eagle. I mean, look how gangster this thing looks. You got a bald eagle on the side of it. Soaring transit. Like, this has to be our truck. Look at this thing. We probably don't need the sleeper on it. We're only making day trips with this bad boy, is what I'm thinking. Wheel setup, tandem long. Yeah, we just need this. We'll keep her nice and tight. See, so it's 47,000 into. Oh, what kind of exhaust are we thinking here? Oh, I'm thinking that for sure. Sun shield. We definitely need the sun shield. Horn, absolutely. Additional lights, design 3. Let's go take a look at this. I don't know what's going on here. Let's stick with design 3. Design color, beige. Yeah, I'm liking the beige. Rims. I mean, honestly, this thing is pretty primed as is. 400 horse, 48,000. That sun shield costs us $1,000 and same with the horns. I don't even care. I think we do it. I think we absolutely do it. Um, yeah, I could check. I could check tandem short. I mean, that just looks sweeter, but it's an extra 5 grand. I think we just go with the tandem short and we'll just, we'll call it a day there. I think that's going to be the best thing. Okay, 48,000. Let's buy this bad boy. Boom. Okay. Now we need to go. Let's just look. Oh, beige. It doesn't really tell us. Oh. Yeah, beige is the answer. So we just got to kind of remember that color because let's go back. Oh, yeah, look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Does this thing go to Jake break? Oh, it doesn't. Let's check the horn. Sweet. Maybe it's got a Jake. I'll chase this deer for a second. Nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that thing's deadly. Okay. We need to go back. We need to get ourselves a trailer. I think I already went past it. So I'm thinking what we do is we just get this one, 29.5. I think we just go with the standard and we can keep the chassis color black. Design color, that's brown. Cover color. What's this chassis color? Can we do it like that? Yeah, that's pretty dope. Rims. I mean, we could probably just keep the rims what they are. Maybe make them black. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, that thing will be pretty. That thing will look pretty good. Because I don't know if I don't want to go like. Well, we could do that. A little more contrast. Maybe if we do that, we'll put the chassis black. Or what's this? Gray. No, I don't want that. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. That'll be fine. It doesn't really matter. It's just as fun. Okay, so 29,500. So we'll buy that unit. And what we're going to have to do is get a forklift. And so I think I'm going to get this one, this 55,001. I mean, I guess what I want to do as well is let's just go look at forge wagons, even though I already know they're going to be. Okay, so this one will hold 26,000. This one's 100,000, but it'll hold 35,000. I mean, this is kind of the one I think would be the best because we could fill the animal pen basically in one shot with this guy. This one's 40, it's 5,000 more cubes, but you know, this one's 16. It's like double what this is. And I mean, we could sell that other one because there's nothing on sale. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until we have to go pick up grass because um the reason I'm gonna wait is maybe we'll get lucky and something will pop through the store because we're gonna have to wait till next month before we can cut anyways, or maybe even the month after that. So I'm just gonna wait and yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Oh yeah, look at this rig. This is a bottled milk Holland rig if I've ever seen one. Oh yeah, let's take her for a spin. Nice. Yeah, we'll be able to haul some pallets with this bad boy, that's for sure. Oh, and it just flies too. And we grabbed another gear. Oh yeah, that's some milk transport right there. Whoa, better watch where I'm going. Oh, we might even be able to pass this guy. Might have to pass him on the inside. Days of Thunder style, you know? Cold trickle. If you know, you know. Yeah, we're gonna pass this guy. You seen this in real life. This trucker would be such a dick. Okay, not too bad. We've got a new wagon. I don't know where I'm gonna park this thing. Oh, if only it had a Jake brake. If only. That would be too much. That would be too much fun if it had a Jake brake. I honestly should have checked though. Like, I hope this the side curtain on this should be able to open. But this is be where we come rocking in. Oh yeah. Because then I'm hoping I'll be able to just like come in through here. We're gonna have a bunch of pallets that'll be spawning out. Look, there's pallets spawning out right there anyways. And I'll be able to just sit like right here. Uh, I don't know if I want to open the back door though. How do I? Curtain left. Oh, never mind. Okay, my bad. I'm pushing the wrong button here. Curtain left. Oh yeah, there we go. Shut her down. Soaring transport. Yeah, look at this thing. Might have to straighten her out though, because we're hanging out a little bit here. That could kind of jam out loading these pallets, but this is gonna work pretty good. I'm pretty stoked on that truck and that tractor or that truck and trailer. Okay, so what we got to do then is since you know what, I'm gonna leave this here because I'm probably gonna end up selling it, so I'll leave it there. You know what I'll do? This is what we'll do. I will sell it right now. Vehicles. It's a pot. Okay, we'll sell this bad boy. We dropped it off there, and we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see if we're gonna get one. Maybe we'll get lucky and one will come through the stores. We might as well wait, right? I might as well wait till one potentially pops through the stores because why not? But okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive this tractor back, and then I'm gonna grab a forklift and I'll drive that back. And just to save you from watching me just beat that track or the forklift up and down the road, or maybe we'll just store delivery it. Either way, I'm gonna get the forklift and I'll bring it back to the farm, and then I'll straighten that trailer out and we'll start loading it up. We'll start loading it up with some of our milk and stuff. All right, team, we're pulling back in here. We got our new rig. It's electric. It's awesome. Just dialed in here. We're gonna try and load some pallets. Okay, now first off, what we gotta do is I gotta straighten this truck out just a little bit. Or at least do that. There we go. Jump out of the soaring transit there. Now, think this is the trick. I gotta kind of like come around here. Let's jump in the cab here. Oh, the ground's a little uneven. And you gotta... Oh, I already screwed this up, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, that did not work at all like I thought. I thought I would just like, push them together in a nice little row and it would be no... I could get it out and they'd be nice and flush together, but no. No. Not the move at all. This is still... I'm still so glad we got this forklift. Now I think... tighten up those... Just gotta get these forks set. Because I want to stack these, right? I think is gonna be best. Uh-oh. My plan was to stack these and then we'd have this like perfect little... I'm still gonna go for it. We're going for it. Just gonna back this up like this. Our top pallet's a little messed up here, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But we can kind of fix that. If I can get this... If I get this bottom one on somewhat good... Here we go. Easy. Like I seen a guy online do this and his his stack looked way better than mine. His was like perfect. Okay. It's all about... I just gotta give her a little push here. Just a little. Come on. Couple taps. Yeah, I don't know. I think out of 10, this is like maybe a 3. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, it's gonna fall. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, we've had a bit of an issue here at the loading dock. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this now. That's about as far forward as it'll let us go. Yeah, we might have to, Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Well, pallet loading has proved to be more difficult than I thought. I might just have to be a one at a time kind of guy for a little bit, you know what I mean? Now the real question, I don't know. Okay, so let's level this bad boy out here. I get her level. I gotta get used to these tires. Like, I can't really see the tires sometimes, like when I'm up like this. I don't really know which way they're pointing. And that's about as far as we can go there. So we have to do. Yeah, that's not that bad. Okay. Yeah, I think we might just have to be a one at a time kind of forklift operator for a little bit. Because unless I can master the whole stacking situation. Also, the reason I got this is I thought I'd be able to see in the cab a little bit better. Well, I can when it's just one pallet. But by give me a little bit here. I just won't try and stack them, I don't think. I'll just do like this. Like we'll stack them, but like once we're in the unit here. So I just got to get a good system going of like how zoomed out I want to be. Because I can do that. And then we'll just back up a little bit. Yeah, like that's not too bad. It was tough getting there, but it wasn't really that bad. And I think my leveler system on the side is pretty correct. Sorta. Trying to just see if I can like slide her on the ground and level it out a little bit more. Maybe not. That's all good though. Let's lift this bad boy right up. Hmm. Okay. There. We we kind of loaded it. Almost wish the forks were a little bit longer, but also I kind of pushed that one all the way through, which I didn't have to do. So that'll just be the trick, I think. But I also know that what I think I know, if I go, let's hop down into the cab here real quick. If I drop this basically all the way down, tilt her forward a little bit. I think if I go, I can grab two pallets at once. If I was to push all the way through, yeah, like I can get two pallets at once. I'm just gonna tighten that back up a little bit here. So that should help. That should just be what I'll strive to do. Instead of stacking and doing like two at a time or something like that, I'll just do two at a time like this. And then I'll be able to just go boom. And then that way, right where the forks hit the trailer, that's as far in as I'll go. And then I should just be able to do another stack right on top of that. And that's just kind of how I'll do it. Because, my stacking skills, not super good. Not super good at all. Okay, I'm just going to leave this here for right now. What I'm going to do is, let's do it together, actually. I'm going to rip over to the house. And let's sleep through into April. Because we'll have a whole bunch more pallets that we can load up by then. We will see if we get lucky and something pops through on the store. How do I get in there? Forgot that I actually can go through the door and there's not like a trigger outside. Okay, let's sleep through. Let's get into April and let's see if we get lucky and some sort of a forge wagon comes through the stores. If not, oh well, we'll just spend the money on a bit bigger one. Okay, what do we got here? I don't think we got it. No. That's a slurry spreader. We got headers, tractor, 50% off. That's a pretty good tractor. It's just got the stock engine in it though. Yeah. Oh well. We didn't get the trailer that we wanted. So what I'm gonna do is I'll hop in the tractor. Which one do we want to hop into? Oh, there's our forklift. Yeah, like look at all the pallets we got over here. So this is what I'm thinking I'll do. Spin around. Let's drop this down. I just gotta lean the forward just a little bit. Might be easier if we're down like this. And I'm gonna widen out these forks just a little bit. Because I should be able to go like that. Or not? There we go. Yeah, like I think this will be our strategy. And I just got to get used to the wheels a little bit. Straighten her out there. Right where we hit the trailer. And boom. Boom. We're a forklift operator. Certified. I'm going to put it on my Facebook real quick here. And I think that's how we're going to have to do it. Yep. That's going to have to be our plan here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop in one of the tractors real quick, and I'm going to run down to the store. Let's go like this. I'm going to run down to the store and get, let's look at the forge wagons. Where are they? I think I'm going to get this one. It's 80 grand. It'll hold 34,000. I just won't mess with anything. Wheel setup. None of this really matters. Yeah, like I said, none of this really matters. 80 thou. I'll run down, grab that, and I'll come back up to the farm. Let's just buy that. So we still got 130,000. Like we're good to go. And then real quick here, I'm just going to run out to this field. Let's go check our field, make sure everything's growing good. There's like weeds and stuff growing around the farm pretty good. So yeah, that field looks like it's growing good. I'm just going to assume the other field's growing good. We can check on it a little bit later. But we're going to have to feed the animals, and I'm going to have to pull some milk around and get it into the production facility. So I'll just put a little cut in here. I'll go grab that trailer. I'll come on back up to the farm, and we can start doing some more chores. Okay, team, we are back. I had to get a different trailer. I don't know what was going on. I got back here with that other trailer and I pulled in I pulled in just like I'm pulling in right now. And for some reason, I don't know if because it was like a mod trailer or something like that, but it wouldn't trigger this. I couldn't load the trailer. It was like something was glitched out. So I returned it. That trailer was 80 grand, so I just returned it and I refunded myself the full 80, and then I bought this one for 100. So we're down a little extra cash, but whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't really matter. I don't care. I'm just gonna pull through here. This. One thing I didn't check is if it would fit. It should fit in here. Let's hope. Whew. Sheesh. Okay, let's pull right up here. Let's get these guys fed. Now this trailer should honestly be too big to fill this pen. I think there should be like 1,000 or so liters left in this trailer. Because I think only 32 or 33,000 fit in this this cow pen. Yes. Okay. So about 1,500, rough and dirty, and then we can go dump this back in. But this is gonna be awesome. Like even though this thing was 100 grand, it'll be pretty worth it, I think. Oh, actually, can't go in this one. I almost forgot for a second. Gotta go drop it off on the other side. Okay, bear with me. One sec. Yeah, I think this will be worth it. Because even when we're pulling hay off the fields, it's going to be so much better to use this trailer. It'll be so many less trips. So many less trips. And just the ability to just fill that in kind of one shot each month. Long term, I think this is going to be a pretty good unit, especially if we get more and more cattle, which obviously I want to do. Now, another thing that I want to do is we got to go grab the milk trailer, because it should be, actually let's just jump out here real quick and let's look at our pen and just see. Yeah, we got 33,750 food, 6,800 liters of milk in there, and they're producing slurry like crazy. 25 months. So these are just over 2 years old now. We got a bunch over 2 years. And we'll be selling these around the 36-month range. Our slurry is 100% full. Yeah, I'm still really thinking we should try and do something with the slurry. I got 115,000 left right now. Let's grab this. Let's fill this with milk. Too much. And our production facility, I'm hoping, will be empty. Let's just pull over past the Eagle rig. Oh yeah, that rig is deadly. We've got a forklift. We've got a dairy operation now. Like, this is no joke. Okay, let's put the milk in there, and I'm just gonna check. I'll go into this menu right here, multi-dairy. So we're putting this milk in right now, getting filled up. This is great. How much bottled milk does it tell us? 842 liters. Now this is in the unit itself, right? This is in the unit, but we got like however many thousand, 8,000 liters sitting outside here, ready to go, ready to get loaded up. Now that I'm a milk loading son of a gun. It says these are only 100 kgs. Technically, I could move them with without using super strength, but that's actually not true because I think I have a mod on that's called liftable pallets, which yeah, it kind of allows me to do that. See what our skills are like. See how our skills are. Insanely skillful. Insanely skillful. Well, not quite actually. But this is a good system. We kind of set up everything in a pretty good manner, I think. We've got a good little, like a good little turnaround for this truck. Boom. Spin this around here. Give her a little lean forward. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. See, I'm already getting better. We just gotta not try and stack them out here. That's the only thing we gotta do. Because, like, if we try and stack them out here, it's just not gonna work. I don't know. I'm just not that kind of good of a forklift operator. However, oh, let's lean this forward a little bit. Oh. Straight out there. That's one thing. I just gotta remember to always keep, like, straightening out my my tires. But back in the day, in real life, like, I worked at this oil field supply store. It was called Barron Oilfield Supply Services, and it was just like it's a supply store. It would, you could get pipe and valves and fittings and 90s and all that stuff. I mean, we obviously had a forklift there to move lots of pallets around and stuff. And back then, I was like 16. Yeah, I had my license, so I was like 16 when I worked at Barron Oilfield. And I could pick up a quarter off the ground with a forklift without, like, pushing it against the wall. And it was like a trick that I learned how to do. And I would bet, like, all the oil patch guys would come in there, and like I didn't have money, but they would always kind of like chirp, like if I was, you know, a certified forklift operator, and I was like, oh, I'm good, like I'm so good I can pick change up off the ground. And they would bet me, you know. Obviously you see a 16-year-old kid, like I wore a backwards hat, like I was just a little punk, and they'd be like, yeah, right, you can't do it. But the trick is, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Show you. So what you do is, like, you get the quarter on the ground and you put the fork on it, like just on the edge of the quarter, and you just ever so slightly put some down pressure on it, and you back up, and the quarter will naturally like do a backflip up and onto the forks. And it was a good little trick. I used to bet these guys like 20. I'm like, I bet you $20 I can do that. And yeah, I mean, when you're 16 and you just need a little bit of money for buying beer on the weekend to go drinking with your friends, you know, probably shouldn't have been drinking at 16. That's why I'm just a forklift operator now. But, you know, it is what it is. Got to do stuff when you're young. But yeah, pick up a quarter. That was my trick. So, safe to say I should be better at this than I am. However, we're getting better. We're getting better. Don't want to cry over spilled milk. Huh? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We'll keep those jokes down to a minimum, because like I'm already screwing this up right now. Slipped up a little bit. Come on now. There we go. Whoa, what's going on there? That was not me. That's the game glitching out right there. Wonder if I can... No, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin around. Spinorama. Let's grab these. Give her a little tilt forward, a little more tilt. Not gonna lie, like I wish almost I had like one of those sweet like joystick controllers for my computer. That would probably make running this a lot easier rather than doing it with a mouse. Okay, here's my trick. This is what I'm gonna try and do with this. I'll try and see if I can just kind of give her the old little scooch with this thing. Oh. Try and come in a little bit better of an angle. Something like that. Yeah, it'll be fine. So we're I'm gonna back up a little bit here. Yeah. Now, one thing we're gonna have to get is a charging station for this forklift, because it is electric, which is gonna cost us about 5 grand. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now, I know I got another pallet of bottled milk out here. This is where it's going to get tricky. I don't know if I can see better. Can't really see what I'm doing here. That's good enough. Yeah, I'll have to get some sort of a charging station and put that down somewhere, but that's a pretty easy thing. I could have got the diesel one, or the gas. I think it was diesel. But yeah, I don't know. It was like an extra 30 grand almost, and I don't know. Kind of is what it is. I think this little guy will just be fine for us. We're not really going to do anything with this other than load this truck. Oh. Now, I got those other pallets out there too, but I want to kind of really fill this thing with milk first. And then I'll put those ones in last. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I think they're different sizes. I have milk and butter ones, so. Okay. Let's park this. Just park this bad boy right here. The ground's a little uneven here. I might have to do some landscaping. Okay. Hop out of there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. We've got our milk loaded. Let's hop back in this tractor. We got our milk dropped off. We've got the animals fed. Geez, we almost did all of our chores. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now, one thing that I kind of still want to do is maybe let's just drop this off right there. Animals are fed. I'm not missing anything, am I? Let's just cruise over and just take a look at our other field just to make sure there's nothing weird going on, which there shouldn't be, but you never know with this farm. Yeah, this field's looking pretty not too bad. Pretty not too bad. What we can do real quick, let's see if there's any contracts up that maybe we could go do. We got a fertilizing contract right in front of us here. Perfect. See, another hoeing contract for 13 grand. Ah, oh, God. Weeding. How much are a decent set of weeders? I think they're up more. 40. I mean, those are 12 meters wide. Like, that is a pretty decent. Can you seed with this? Oh, man. So one thing that we could think about, that's good to know. We should keep that in mind for the future because we could seed our grass fields with this thing. Threadoletically speaking, is that not true? Right? Okay, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. Well, I say we do this fertilizing contract. We're just going to accept the contract. Yep. Let's spin around here and let's go grab our fertilizing unit. We should have enough fertilizer to... I think that thing I left, when I left it, it was almost full, if not full. We're dangerously close. Yeah, that thing looks pretty full, so we should have enough fertilizer. Ooh, 86%. I think this will get us through that contract. If not, I mean, we can obviously go get some more fertilizer. That's not the end of the world. Might be a good reason. Oh, but there's no forklift at that unit. We could take our truck down there. Now that we got a big truck, we could go get a whole bunch of fertilizer. So I'm going to get this fertilizer guy going. I'll set someone to do this. And then I want to look in, because I got to double check and see when the best time to go sell the milk is. I think it's October. I think it's October, but we got to double check and just make sure. So let's get a worker going on this. Yeah, we got someone going on that. And let's go in and let's just check. Yeah, these weeding contracts could be pretty not too bad. Pretty not too bad. Wood transport, we can't do that one. Rock removal, we don't do that one. Deadwood removal, we don't do that one. Well, that's right by our farm. Cool. Okay, so let's go into this. I'll do that. Cheese, October. The butter, October. And the bottled milk is going to be October. Okay, not too bad. We got 20 grand worth of it just chilling in there. We're running out of hay. We're going to need more hay because we only got enough hay for about 3 more months of feeding those animals. But that's all good. The nice thing, though, I say this now, but like the nice thing is we really don't need anything else. We got ourselves a new forage wagon. We got a truck and a trailer to haul everything around, like all of our stuff. I got all the tractors that I need. I have all the implements that I need. The only thing we're really going to have to pay for in the future is consumables and maybe renting the wood chipper and stuff next winter to do some cleanup around the farm. But that's like not even really that big of a deal. A couple trees that I would like to take out is this one right over here that's in the way by the hayloft. I'd like to take this out, and then like probably, to be honest, some of the trees on the other side over here would be good to get out of here. I might be able to leave that really big one just because it's kind of a nice tree, but some of these other little shrubs we could wood chip and get out of the way. These are all fine right here. All that's really fine. None of that really matters. And then maybe this tree that's like right here, get rid of this one. Because eventually it'd be nice to put in like another kind of, some sort of a shed here. And I could even get rid of this shed. Because I don't really put anything in here. But that doesn't really, that's not nothing I got to worry about too much just right now. Okay, I'm gonna let that guy go and get that contract done. And what I might do here to kill some time, might have to go pick up a couple pallets of fertilizer just to have here with us. So I might cruise on down to the store and get a pallet or two of fertilizer. I would take the forklift, but it's just, I don't know if he's road trip ready, you know? We got him down here and it was a rough go. I don't think he's really road trip ready. I guess a small little utility trailer could be handy for stuff like this, but I mean, we really go get pallets of stuff only once in a while. I could use store deliveries. I know that's kind of like allowed in my rules, but you know, sometimes I like to just keep it like this and we'll run to the store and get what we need to get. I also guess I could take the pickup truck. Yeah, I could always throw stuff in the box of the pickup truck. Maybe let's do that. What I'll do is I'll just, you know, I'll use super strength when I'm at the store to load it in the truck. Because technically speaking, if I was to go to a supply store, you know, like when I worked at Barron Oilfield, they would always load you up, right? Like that's what I did. I loaded up people's trucks with the forklift. So there technically should be a forklift at that store that would help a guy out and load it up. And then once it's back here, we'll be able to use our forklift to offload. Actually, or yeah, I'll back up here. I'll leave these off. This is kind of just like our little implement area. There we go, drop that off there. Okay, I have the truck parked, so I'm gonna have to run over to it. But I wonder if I'll be able to fit 2 pallets in this truck. We'll sure try. Because this will be way faster. This truck will just fly down there. We'll be able to grab some gears and really pass people. Bombing down the back road. Yeah, we'll get a couple pallets of fertilizer. Actually, I guess I should even get a pallet of seed while I'm down there. Oh, yeah. We never use this truck. I guess we just don't really need to. But there, we won't get a utility trailer. What am I even talking about? We don't need a utility trailer. Look how fast this thing goes. It's freaking farming in the furious right now. I ain't got friends. I got farms. Yeah, we'll try and get 2 pallets of fertilizer. And maybe a pallet of seed. We've got wrap, we've got net wrapping and all that stuff. Okay, so I got the tailgate down. We're gonna get, I guess I could get bags of, I could get bags because then we would definitely be able to fit it in there, right? So maybe I'll get 3 bags. Yeah, we'll get 3 bags. And a pallet of seeds. Alright, let's see if we can get all this in the box of the truck. We should be able to. So like I said, I'll just use super strength right now just to do this because so technically they would have a forklift here. Oh, I don't know if we are going to get all these in there. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Unless I go like this. Oh, something tells me this is oh man, this truck wants to tip for sure. we're gonna have to roll with it. We might have to make 2 trips. We'll come get that other bag another time. Oh man, I can't let this truck tip. Geez, these bags of fertilizer are a little bit bigger than I kind of thought. Maybe we'll let this guy pass in case I roll her on the highway. We can go fast on the straight stretches. We just can't make any crazy turns right now, I don't think. That's it's going to be a little bit too dangerous. Still pass people, though. Farming in the Furious. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll get back to the farm and I'll offload this stuff and then we'll check in on our fertilizer contract and see how it's going. So I'll probably run down. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll run down and I'll grab that other bag too real quick just to get it done with. And then once I'm back at the farm, I'll bring you guys back and we'll kind of make a little bit of a game plan. Alright team, I'm just back. I actually ended up taking that other bag and putting it in the fertilizer spreader because he ran out, which is fine. So I'm just heading back to the farm right now. I'm going to park this truck away. I'm going to let him finish. He's 77% done, so like almost finished. But I'll go park this truck and then I'll grab our forklift and start, moving some pallets around, moving the bag around just to get the farm kind of squared away a little bit there. But I think I'm probably going to end the episode there. This has been a long enough episode as is. We got a lot done. So next episode, let's go park this out front. Next episode, we are going to be cutting some hay. We're going to have to cut a bunch of hay and grass. Well, first thing that'll be the most important is hay. I want to get super kind of stockpiled away with hay for the winter, even though I know it's only April. Let me just park this truck here. I just want to be like super... Oh, I didn't even shut the door. Crazy. I want to be super prepped because we're going to be going through about 30,000 liters per month with these animals. I'm going to keep loading up the trailer, getting that thing all squared away with more milk. We'll be doing, our normal feed the animals, pull the milk into the production facility, and then we're going to set some people to go to work, and we're going to cut these fields, get them tedded, and I'm probably going to bale. I'll fill the hayloft. I'll fill the cow pen or the cow barn with food, and then I don't know exactly, but I might bale the rest all in hay. Like we'll just do this first cut is going to be all hay, and I'll use the forage wagon and I'll fill up and get the forage wagon. Not only like will I fill the hayloft and I'll fill the barn, I'll even fill that forage wagon and I'll just park it right in the barn here full, and then we can just jump into it and go. And then whatever's left on the fields for windrows, we'll just bale because I can do 180 centimeter bales. I'll throw it in the bale storage there, and then that way if we want to do silage, we can do that on the next cut. Just as long as I got enough bales and stuff stored away, because even if I got hay bales, I can just use the hay spike and stuff, or the bale spike that we got here to feed the animals. So won't be too bad if that's what we got to do. I'm just going to go around and make sure all these tractors are full of fuel. I'll look into what I'm going to do. I got to put a charger down for that little forklift, even though it's probably not going to burn too much, electric charge. It'll probably be pretty good on fuel, quote unquote. But just something I'll have to do in the future. And yeah, that's basically what we'll be doing next episode. We'll be getting into May, cutting, baling hay, feeding the animals, and getting just prepped through the summer. We'll then probably get something. I'll probably end up buying that one slurry kind of spreading unit and hooking it to our tank, and then that way we can spread slurry on the fields once there, our contract's finished. Let's jump over to this tractor, and that way I can spread slurry on the fields. Is this guy done? Yeah, he's done. Spread slurry on the fields, even though I know we picked up some fertilizer there. What's going on here? Is this guy done? Let's go collect our contract. There we go. Yeah, we'll spread slurry on the fields and then hopefully kind of get away from using, chemical fertilizer and just using slurry on our farm for our fields and produce really good hay. So again, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, always hit that like, hit that sub button, would be greatly appreciated, but don't ever feel like you have to. if you got any other tips and stuff with what I should be doing with the slurry, that would be great to hear from you guys. I think kind of the only thing I can do is put down some sort of production facility and maybe sell off the digestate, or maybe I'll just keep using it to fertilize the fields. Not 100% sure what we should do, but yeah, that's kind of the next plan with the farm. Just keep going with milk and see how much milk we can produce in 1 year, and then we'll go from there and see if maybe we should switch to butter or to cheese or something like that. But thanks again for watching. This is Ultra Farmer. I am out. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Thanks again.